Hello everyone and welcome back to what's the series called? Silence Modded Minecraft, I think is what it's called now. So today I want to do a little bit of Botania, and I wanted to say if things look like they're scaled a bit differently or anything looks a bit different, I'm not sure. Thank you, double chest pet. I'm not sure how much shows up on video, but I finally got a new graphics card. And I decided to get the R9 390X, where previously I've used NVIDIA cards for the most part. Finally got another male in here. You would not believe the horrible luck I've had with getting male chocobos, but why are you running around like an idiot? Okay, I wish they would default to stay instead of just wandering around like they don't care. It's very annoying. Okay, well, whatever. So the Grimoire of Gaia mod, I'm thinking of removing it entirely. I'm not sure. Let me know if any of you have experience with the mod, if you think I should remove it. Personally, I think I'd like to remove it. It's got some cool stuff in it, but overall it's kind of annoying overall. It just interferes with other mob spawns way too much. There's like almost no normal mobs, and some of the Grimoire mobs are insanely tough. But that's not quite what this episode is for. So, Botania. This is a mod I haven't really messed with at all since Season 2, and not seriously since Season 1, I think. So it's been a long time. I remember back in Season 1, the build numbers were in like the 40s, 50s, I think. Now we're on 194. So, oh, what's this? Is this new? Okay, so this basically just gives a little introduction to Botania, what you can do with it. So, oh, is this new Botania options? Oh, this looks like what you would get if you go into the mods menu and click on config on mods that support it. But this is the main page of the Lexica Botania. There is now an index at the end, which contains basically everything, and then you can just type in stuff here to search for anything, really, instead of having to flip through each section and hope you find what you're looking for. So you've probably seen the variety of flowers that are in the world here. So let's see. These, for example, are mystical flowers from Botania. There's one for each color. And if we want to know more about something, I think we can shift and right click on it with the Lexica to get more information. This will tell us about mystical flowers, which apparently has 12 pages. That's a lot. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to have to take the time to read some of this and get to know the mod again since it's been so long. But I remember how to do some of the basic stuff. So let's see, let's go ahead and get the return home here. I have actually started setting up in a new area a little bit. It's pretty far to the north. It's right around here is a little house that I'm building, and we've got a village right next to it. There's one of these Stormcraft dungeon things. And it's a little bit difficult to get there, unfortunately, because there's a lot of mountainous terrain, and these silly chocobos take fall damage. But maybe now that I've finally got another male, I can potentially get another one. And these guys shed feathers like you would not believe. It's a good thing that you can use their feathers for other things. Why are you wandering? You're not supposed to be wandering around. Some of them have just randomly set their state to wander. Actually, all of them have. Huh. Does it do that on a server reboot? That's quite possible. Okay, so what do we want first? I know we want a petal apothecary. Looks like there's different kinds now. Huh. I have no idea what that is. But the basic ones will be good enough for now, and Chaotic, why do you throw so much random junk all over the place? I guess he decided that this chest was meant for all kinds of flowers and other plant matter, which is not my intention. This is why I play alone. Okay, so petal apothecary, we're gonna need some cobblestone for that. Here we go. So, some slabs, some actual cobblestone, and a petal. There we go. And we'll need a water bucket for this. Let's see, there's actually a supply of water right down here, if I can get to it. So I suppose that'll work. So the petal apothecary we can then throw petals into, strangely enough. And we can create a variety of flowers. The first one that we're going to want is the pure daisy, which will convert stone or wood into living wood or living rock. So we'll need 4 mystical white petals. Let's see. So is there any... I don't suppose there's any way to get more out of your flowers, is there? Probably not. Okay, so we do have some white flowers, not many. Suppose we only would need 1 or 2 of the pure daisies anyway, though. Okay, and we'll also need some seeds. Okay, so throw in half of these petals. Did that work? There we go. Yep. Okay, give it more water, the petals, and the seeds. And is it really nighttime again already? Okay, I don't actually have any logs on me. Would fir logs work? I don't know, I kind of doubt it. But let's try it. So let's see, where can we set these? I suppose here is good enough. This is a temporary location anyway. Let's see, do you work? I think it might actually work. Okay, and then we need stone as well for the living rock. And I'm assuming the particles mean that it's working. So what will we want after this? Well, we're going to want a mana pool. So we start with the diluted ones, and in the regular ones, we will need to throw a diluted mana pool into a mana pool with some mana in it. And to get mana, there are a variety of different flowers that we can use. The first one that you will start with is the Day Bloom, which is just basically a solar panel. It takes the sunlight and makes it into mana. And let's see, just for the sake of convenience, I think I'll replace my sword with my axe so I don't have to switch hotbars. This takes a while. But yep, it did actually change. And let's go ahead and get another batch going. Doesn't matter if the logs are rotated or not. Okay, that's good enough to start with. So let's make a diluted mana pool. And now we need some day blooms. So that'd be under generating flora. For these we need 2 yellow, 1 light blue, and 1 orange. And of course I'll need seeds as well. Crafting these flowers does get a bit tedious. I don't know if there's a better way or not. There might be. Yeah, there we go. Got an achievement for making a day bloom. Oh, I actually made twice as many petals as I intended. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll use them eventually. Okay, so we also need a mana spreader. Alright, I think I remember how to make it, but let's go ahead and double check. Ooh, some new kinds. So let's see, what's it like? Nope, like that. Okay, so the flower will generate mana, but to get it into a pool, we will need a mana spreader to take the mana from the flowers and then send it to a pool. So the mana spreader does need to be pointed at a pool. So let's just put that down, put a mana pool somewhere near it. And then the day blooms need to be somewhere close to the mana spreader. And it's good to plant them in a checkerboard pattern because they lose efficiency if they have another day bloom right next to them. Okay, and that should start very slowly making some mana, and there is a way that we can check. Okay, so we want a wand of the forest, and for that we need living wood twigs. Gonna need more living wood first. Oops. So 3 of these twigs, and then any combination of petals. So let's see, I could take, I don't know, like a red one and a black one. That's actually a tall flower. Okay. I just need 1 petal, so I'll put the extras back in there. So, could do it like that, like that. That works. So with the Wand of the Forest, we can now get an estimate of how much mana different things hold. And it has some other functions as well, such as turning mana spreaders. So we can see we did get a little bit of mana in this pool now. And the diluted mana pool doesn't hold much, so that bar is filled up quite a bit from a very small amount of mana. And we can of course see how much is in the mana spreader as well. We can see it ticking up over time as the day blooms are filling it up. And it just fired a burst of mana. It waits until it gets a certain amount before moving it to the pool that it's pointed at. Now remember the recipe to make the better mana pool? If we hold the item that we need to throw into the pool, it will tell us whether we have enough mana or not. So in this case it shows a check mark over the arrow, so we can throw it in and get a better mana pool. And then we can convert this one into a better one once the new one saves up enough mana. So what are some useful things that I'd like to get out of Botania? Well, the Ring of Magnetization I've honestly never tried, but I've heard it's pretty useful. So let's see, what does this take? Mana lens. Oh, this isn't that bad actually. I could probably make this in a few minutes. So we will need 8 mana steel, which you get from throwing an iron ingot into a mana pool. I think we already have some mana steel, however, from like loot bags and stuff. Just 3. Yeah, I don't think the mana requirements for it is too high, but it'll definitely take a little while to get enough mana with the very basic level of generation that we have. So I guess I will just stop recording here and come back after I've made a bit more progress. Well, I just remembered I have these black lotuses, so couldn't hurt to use them, I suppose. What the? What? What? Wait. Well, I don't know why it just destroyed my day blooms. That's a little bit concerning. And it doesn't seem like it's done too much for the mana pool. Okay, it does indeed help. But I don't know why it destroyed my day blooms. That's... I mean, it didn't say anything about that. But I was able to get the mana steel I needed, at the very least. Guess I'll have to make some new day blooms after this. Alright, well at least I can make this ring. Okay, and... let's see... I don't know if this ring of protection's actually doing anything for me or not. Well, I don't really need the Ordo discount right now. Oops. Craft any variety of bauble and wear it. Cool. Oh, there is actually one more thing I'd like to mention. I've been working on an update for gems, and I have added configurable weights for the spawning of all the gem ores, so you can make certain ores more or less common. It's still random what you get in the end, but if, for example, you double the weight of sapphire ore, then you're going to find more sapphire ore than any of the others. All the others will become less common, sapphire will become more common. Also, another thing. Armor. Yes, I'm finally coming to the point where I'm making armor. That sentence did not come out of my mouth at all like I intended. I have finally started working on armor. Let's put it that way. That makes more sense. I cannot talk at all. I give up. So, yeah, main thing I need to do at this point is localizations and textures. I lost the original script that I used to make a variety of the older textures, but I guess I can write a new one easily enough. Let's see. I think I'll need to create about 100 textures to do all the armor. So, yeah, that's a bit painful. But that's all I've got to say. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to do that on your way out so you can keep up with what I'm doing. And if you're interested in more than just Minecraft, don't forget to check out my new channel as well. If you go to my channel and look to the right under featured channels, it'll be there. It's like the first one. It's called Silent Games 512. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.